And the thing that made it even more painful for me was that it was in the town where I grew up, where my family still lived, the town I think of my home. Suddenly it was being called the racist capital of Britain. And my hometown is no more or less racist than your hometown. It's just that we had these arseholes knocking on doors trying to set neighbour against neighbour. And people understood the threat. When the 2010 election, the BNP, the British National Party, said that they could win another 12 seats, take control of the council, and a budget of £750 million over 5 years to create the worst kind of havoc in East London, close to the heart of the most multicultural city in the world, Big London. And I'm pleased to say that when the election came, people came from not just all over the UK, but I met activists here from the United States of America on the train going out to Barking when I went out there. People understood the meaning of what was happening out in Barking and Dagenham. One day we had so many volunteers, we ran out of leaflets. That's how encouraging it was. And many young people as well, people under the age of 30, under the age of 25, even some under the age of 20. And that was really encouraging because, to be perfectly honest with you, fighting the fascists in the latter part of the 20th century, had been in England anyway, was a little bit like being a member of a drinking club for middle-aged Clash fans. And nothing wrong with that. I speak as a middle-aged Clash fan who likes to drink, and those of us who were blooded by Rock Against Racism, for whom that cause was our first political activism, we will always answer the call. But in Barking, a new generation turned up, and simply by putting a leaflet through somebody's front door, they joined that great tradition of Rock Against Racism, of Woody's This Machine Kills Fascists, of the Spanish volunteers, the American volunteers of the Spanish Civil War. They joined that tradition by taking part, and I'm happy to say that on election night, the British National Party failed to win any more seats in Barking, and better than that, they lost every single seat they had. We wiped those bastards out. We wiped them out. I take a lot of encouragement from that. Although anyone who's fought against racists, against fascists, will know those people never really go away. They're always there in society, waiting for their moment. But I think, you know, we've passed the torch to a new generation. I feel strongly about that. And also, those white working class people who voted initially for the fascists, those Labour voters, you know, it turns out they weren't so crazy after all, because they looked into the face of racist fascism when they saw it in their town hall, and they saw it for what it was, and they threw them back out again. So I think we can trust our neighbours, you know? I'm very encouraged by that. I think we can trust our neighbours. So, this is a song from the new album off of the streets of Barking from that election campaign. It's called There Will Be a Reckoning. Between the midnight and the cold and empty dawn, I found myself out walking on the streets where I was born, and I came upon a stranger who looked me in the face and asked me what I was doing in this God-forsaken place. I don't need to be forgiven for something I haven't done, nor for wanting my family to find their place in the sun. If you keep this pressure on, just don't be surprised if I can't summon up my dignity while you're roughing up my pride. There'll be a reckoning for the pillars of hate who spread their poison all across this estate, and a reckoning too for the politicians who left us to this fate. There'll be a reckoning. Just a few days later, a man came to my door to ask me if I thought that this place was worth fighting for. And though I recognize his reasons, I
just could not agree when you told me that my neighbor would be my enemy. I don't need to be forgiven for something I haven't done, nor for wanting my family to find their place in the sun. If you keep this pressure on, just don't be surprised if I can't summon up my dignity while you're roughing up my pride. There will be a reckoning for the peddlers of hate.